Hi, this is Miss Perez, and I'll be going over how to use Desmos. So right now we're looking at our polynomial, and as we're looking at it, we can't really tell the zeros just by glancing at it. However, if we graph it, it'll be a lot easier to see those zeros. So we are going to explore Desmos to help us graph and visualize our answers. So step one, go to desmos.com and click on the blue graphing calculator button. So that's what we'll do. We shall open up another tab. And so go ahead and open up another tab, type in desmos.com, and this page will pop up. Here we have our blue graphing calculator button. Go ahead and click on that. Now, when we do that, this graphing page pops up, and to the left-hand side, we have boxes. We can use as many boxes as we need, depending on how many equations we're graphing. Right now, we're just doing one. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this polynomial. You can go ahead and retype it if you want. I just want to show you what happens when you copy and paste something. So I'm going to copy this and go ahead and paste it over here. So I can notice that, I have a straight line, which doesn't seem right for the type of polynomial I have. And I can see over here now, when I copied and pasted, it didn't transfer quite so nicely. The power of 3 and the power of 2 changed from an exponent to a base. So I need to change those back. So you can delete them and then change it to a power of 3. Okay, and do the same thing with the power of 2. Now, I'm not going to completely do this one because I want you to do it on your own and come up with the correct answer. So I'm going to change my polynomial a little bit, and I'm going to use this one to go further, just so you can use the other one and get your own answers and learn on your own. So here's my new one that I made up. Okay, and so here's my new polynomial, and what I'm looking for is the zeros, right? So the zeros, as we've learned, are where our graph touches the x-axis. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on my graph, and when I do that, it highlights all the key features of this graph, which is a really nice thing about Desmos. So I can go ahead and see, okay, I have a 0 at negative 2.618. I have a 0 at negative 20. I have another 0 at negative 0.382. Now, I will say on your polynomial, you have a little bit nicer and cleaner zeros, not so many decimals, so it'll be a little bit nicer. But this is what you're looking for your zeros. So you can see having a graph of your polynomial makes this part, these key features, easily viewable rather than looking at the equation. So that's part one, and part two. So part two is now that you can see the zeros easily, what are they? So that's why I want you to do this one on your own. Okay. Step three, please come up with your own polynomial. Now, if you're having trouble coming up with your own, you can Google polynomials. You can go, I would say the best bet is to go into your tutorial or practice mastery tests and, use one of those, graph one of those. Okay. And when you do that, the most important part is it must be unique to other students before you. So what teachers do not want to see is the same polynomial coming up over and over and over. There's billions of different polynomials. Come up with your own unique one. So go into your tutorials, go into your practice tests, take one of those, and then when you do, go ahead and tell what the polynomial is. So write it, type it down in the discussion, and tell what your zeros are so we can check your solutions in Desmos. Step four, how do you like using Desmos? Do you think it'll be useful? Just be honest, an honest opinion, use complete sentences. And then just a little tidbit, try and think of other math problems Desmos might be helpful for. Finding zeros isn't the only thing it could help you with. There's plenty of different ways. So, just try and think of something else. That's not so much a question you need to answer, just something to be thinking of. And finally, reply to a classmate with a meaningful comment or question. Here are some examples. Okay, so looks like I'm running out of time. So hopefully this was a helpful video to get you through this discussion and use Desmos. All right, see you guys next time. Thanks, bye.